Hey guys, and welcome back to the Peteytown Piranhas, a college football 26 team builder dynasty. In this episode, we're going to be taking on number 11 Oklahoma, Arkansas, and Mississippi State. Looking at recruiting before we step into the game against Oklahoma, Wade Pounds and his top three. It's just so close right now between us and Syracuse, and we already had our visit week, so that's not really going to help us, so I expect it to become a recruiting battle. As for Max Martino, he's one of the guys we have on a visit for Oklahoma this week, and we're hoping that goes well as LSU is trying to catch up to us. Anthony Swift also on the visit, and we're feeling okay about him right now. Ohio State's trying their best to catch up. Maryland got a big boost from their visit for Deontay Apple, but it wasn't enough to overtake us, so I'm feeling pretty good about signing him. Ty Kendricks is another Week 8 visit guy, and we're still in first place, but we got a bunch of teams under us really making gains. Shouldn't be too hard to sign Larry Funk as he's on a visit this week, and Penn State's just too far behind. Unfortunately for Corbin Knight, North Carolina was able to overtake us after the Week 8 visit, so kind of reading the writing on the wall here, we're going to have to take him off the board. Guy I was able to find looking at other players was this 4-star Will linebacker Dan Gentry. Looking at his ratings, he's got very good athleticism with 87 speed and acceleration, and he's got some solid coverage that we can work with, and 83 pursuit. Normally I don't really go after pure runner quarterbacks, but Quan Mondo got my attention with his gem. Looking at his statistics, he's got only 85 throw power, but 73 short and 71 medium accuracy. But what really stands out, of course, is his athleticism. 88 speed and 89 acceleration is very nice. And he's already got that bronze magician ability, so I think we got some high-quality guys ahead of him already, but I think he could be an interesting guy to add to our quarterback room if we can get him. It's another game of the week for the Peteytown Piranhas as we're taking on number 11 Oklahoma with their 90 overall and 6-1 record. Both offenses can't sustain drives to open this game, and we're out here for our second possession. Byron Talib dropping back, throwing it on a hitch, and he's going to get 5 yards. 3rd and 4 for the Piranhas. Byron Talib is going to take the snap. He's looking, throwing it underneath, and that's going to get us the first down with Dwayne Mentor. Nick Marler is going to be left wide open, and he's running down the sideline, and he's going to get it inside their 45. 3rd and 5 for the Peteytown Piranhas. Byron Talib is going to throw one over the middle, and it's going to stick to our receiver's hands. Dwayne Mentor making the nice catch. 3rd down and 7 for the Peteytown Piranhas, trying to get into the red zone here. Byron Talib throwing one, and they are going to have a nice defensive play. Josh Grudadaria out here for a 40-yard field goal attempt. He's going to send it, and we are on the board first as we're up 3-0. Sending a blitz are the Piranhas, and it's going to work out this time as we get a 7-yard loss, and that's going to be Ross Moore in on that sack. Throwing it to the side, their man is going to get around us, and they're going to get a big chunk out of that one, a 14-yard gain. As the first quarter winds down, they're throwing it out to their back, and he's going to get just enough for the first down. 3rd down and 4 for the Sooners. Pointing out some things to his line. He's going to drop back, 4-man rush, throws it over the middle, and it is a beautiful contested play by the defense. After our field goal, both defenses get stops, and Oklahoma's back out here with a read option, and we leave him alone, and he's going to make us pay with a 7-yard gain. 3rd down and 1 for Oklahoma. And they are going spread out here, and they are doing a read option, and we are not fooled at all this time on that option as we bring him down behind the line thanks to Calvin's session. This tough defensive battle continues as we're taking over from just inside our own 20-yard line. Byron Talib throwing one outside, and it's going to be a nice completion for the first down to Andre Dimukeji. Byron Talib dropping, and he's going to throw the short drag route, and that's going to be Trevor Rotto making the catch. Byron Talib throwing it deep over the middle, and it's going to be caught by the Piranhas and getting it inside the 10-yard line. It looked like Andre Dimukeji, and that is going to be a huge play for the Peteytown Piranhas. Third down and goal for the Piranhas from the 3-yard line. Byron Talib looking. He's going to find a delay route, and that's going to work to perfection for the Piranhas as Dwayne Mentor gets into the end zone. Nice play call there by the offensive guys. And it's just a little quick delay route that Dwayne Mentor hangs out there and then just slices in, and it's going to get him open and put us up 10-0. After our touchdown, the defense gets a quick 3-and-out to give our offense another chance at putting up points before the end of the half. We're going to send our man in motion. Byron Talib throwing it easily over the middle to Elijah Addison. He gets 9 yards, and we use a timeout. Byron Talib throwing it outside, and there was a man right there, and he's going to pick it off and get out of bounds. Just not a smart throw from Byron Talib there. There was a man out there. Looks like it was a defensive lineman, so credit to him for having some coverage skills out there, but that's going to just completely flip the script as we were threatening, and now Oklahoma's in a position where they might think about threatening. And we are going to get a sack nicely. The Peteytown Piranhas just pushing them backwards now. 3rd and 16 for Oklahoma. And they are going to just hand this one off safely. He's got a little crease to run through, and they are going to get the first down out of that. Are you serious? Fortunately, not going to hurt us as the time just runs out before they can attempt the field goal. They had no timeouts remaining, so we will get away with that little late half blunder. But Peteytown Piranhas are going to take this 10-0 lead into the second half. Defense begins the second half with a stop on Oklahoma, so here comes our offense throwing it outside, and Elijah Addison has it for 7. Quick on the hitch route. Nice job by Byron Talib. Looking at Nick Rabe. Throwing it out to Nick Marler. He's got some open space to work with, and they finally bring him down, but not before he gets to the 36. 3rd down and 6 for the Piranhas, just outside their 30. Elijah Addison going on a return motion, and he is going to throw it short, and Nick Rabe is going to get around their defense and get it into the red zone. Byron Talib taking this one by himself, and he's going to get a first down and get it inside their 5. Outside, and it's going to be Nick Marler getting to walk into the end zone as they didn't want to really cover him, I guess, outside there, and that is a mistake that they're going to want back, and it's 17-0 for the Peteytown Piranhas. And he's going to be under pressure as Andre Okoye is going to get in there for the sack. Swinging it out to their halfback, trying to get some of that sack yardage back, and they will. 3rd down and 9 for the Sooners, empty formation. And he is going to throw a quick one to his receiver, and he's going to get taken down before the sticks. Talib is going to pull this one, and we are going to break free. Ahmad Noel is going to score the long touchdown for the Peteytown Piranhas. Just beautifully read by Byron Talib. Good patience to let it develop, and he just pulled that one away and fired on the post route, and Ahmad Noel rewarded him for that, and we're going to make it 24-0. After our touchdown, both defenses get stops, and Oklahoma's trying to do something at the beginning of this 4th quarter, and they're going to hit a strike to their receiver, and they're going to get it to the 31. And we're going to get in there. It's going to be a forced fumble that is recovered by the Peteytown Piranhas. I believe that's Trey Rizzo picking that one up, and I believe Andre Okoye was the one on the sack. And that will be a great turnover by our guys, and we're going to get the ball back. Unfortunately, after our strip sack, the offense couldn't do anything with it, so Oklahoma's back out here trying to make something happen. Throwing it over the middle, it's going to be a nice catch by their receiver. Play action, we're going to get immediate pressure for the sack, as that is going to be Charlie Cahill knocking him back 9 yards. Oklahoma is going to try a deep ball off the rollout, and it is going to be caught by Oklahoma. I thought for sure that was going to be an interception, but somehow their receiver came away with it, and it's going to get them all the way to our 28-yard line. up the middle, and Oklahoma's got a lot of space there in the running game, and they're going to get into our red zone. Took until about 6.5 minutes left in the game, but Oklahoma's finally got something going on offense, and they are going to hit their man on a little angle route for 9 yards. Running, and he is going to get stopped by Pat Missouri. 3rd down and 3 for Oklahoma. Crowding the line are the Peteytown Piranhas, and they're going to throw it quickly, and it's going to be a stop by Andy Wilkins. Obviously needing to go for it here on 4th and 1 are the Oklahoma Sooners. Their quarterback is alone back there, but their running back comes in on a little motion. He's going to throw it over the middle. His man is open, and we have to combine with a bunch of guys to keep him out. 1st and goal for the Sooners from the 1-yard line. They are going to go with a read option, and he has no space to breathe as Sean Leonhardt and friends get in there. Oklahoma's moving backwards here. It's 3rd down and goal. We're going to send their man in motion, and they are going to go with a screen, and he can't even get it out as the Piranhas get in there. 4th down and goal, just under 3 minutes left in the game. Oklahoma trying to put something on the board. They fire it, and they are going to get a touchdown finally. And Oklahoma is on the board. It's 24-7, but probably too little too late for the Sooners, but gotta tip their cap to them for finally getting some points. So after Oklahoma's score, we run out the rest of the clock, and that's going to put the finishing touches on our 24-7 victory over Oklahoma. Very impressed by the defense. Oklahoma finally got something together at the end there, but just for the rest of the game, completely dominant by the defense, and the offense did just enough. The Piranhas got themselves 371 yards on offense, while Oklahoma had 219, and we had 71 rushing yards to their 20. Through the air, we had 300 to their 199, and they were 5 of 15 on 3rd down, while we were 6 of 12, and each team had 1 turnover. Outside of that interception near the end of the first half, Byron Talib played pretty well as he had 300 yards, 3 touchdowns, and he was sacked once. A little bit of tough sledding in the running game today as Theo Storm led us with 10 for 35. Ahmad Noel only had 1 catch on the game, but he made it count on a 68-yard touchdown. And then Nick Marler had 9 for 67 and a touchdown, and Andre Dimukeji had 3 for 64. And can't forget about Dwayne Mentor, 5 for 32 and a touchdown. Andy Wilkins led us on defense with 9 tackles. Andre Okoye made his presence felt with 2 sacks, while we got 1 each from Carlos Sexton and Charlie Cahill, and he had half a sack each from Sean Leonhardt and Ross Moore. And Andre Okoye got that strip sack that was recovered by Trey Rizzo. Josh Grudedaria did all that was asked of him in this one as he hit his only attempt for 40 yards. That visit really helped secure 5-star wide receiver Max Martino. Following Max is 5-star cornerback Anthony Swift. Representing the 4 stars this week is right guard Larry Funk. For wide receiver Wade Pounds, we're just hoping that Pitt doesn't have a successful visit week this week. We got Deontay Apple visiting us this week, so got to put our best foot forward. Our win over Oklahoma really helped us put some distance on Ty Kendricks between us and Florida. Eric Heggie is another guy that we have on a visit this week, so really got to make this one successful so Georgia Tech doesn't get a chance to sway him in their visit next week. Now it's time for a tricky game against Arkansas as they're an 82 overall, but they are 6-2 on the season, so really not a team that we can mess around with.
And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Over the middle, Arkansas is going to get the catch to make the first down. Over the middle again, and Arkansas is going to get another completion to get it on our side of the 50. After getting to our side of the 50, Arkansas is on a 3rd down and 9. And they are going to send a man in motion to the side of the formation. They're going to drop back. We send the blitz. They get it out, and they're going to make the catch and get it super close to the first down, but can't quite get there. Arkansas is going to run their kicker out there to try to take the lead early in this one, and he will do just that as they're up 3-0. And we're going to get it out there to Dwayne Mentor after he had a nice motion to get himself free. 3rd down and 3 for the Piranhas. Spreading them out a little wide here as Byron Talib is going to drop back and hit a wide open man on the hitch route as it's Dwayne Mentor on another catch. And he's going to try the RPO slant, but there was a man hidden in the defense there. Comes away with the interception, so a bit of an unfortunate luck there for the Piranhas. And Byron Talib as Arkansas is going to take over. Dropping back, Arkansas over the middle is going to float it to their man, and he reaches for the first down. Arkansas throwing it out there, and he's going to get a nice completion and going to get it all the way to our 27-yard line. Running to the outside here, he's going to get the blocks he needs to get the space. He jukes and it jukes again, but we bring him down at the 12-yard line. Inside of our 10, it's 3rd down and 6 for the Razorbacks. And he's going to drop back and throw it, and it is going to be caught in the end zone. Carlos Sexton was there, but couldn't force that ball loose, and Arkansas is going to take a 10-0 lead on the Piranhas. After Arkansas converted that interception into a touchdown, the Piranhas on their next drive are on a 3rd down and 6. Byron Talib is going to throw this one quickly, and that's Dwayne Mentor making the catch. Off the RPO, it's a slant for Dwayne Mentor again, and he's got another first down. 3rd down and 5 for the Piranhas near midfield. We're going to send Elijah in motion. Byron Talib has a lot of pressure coming his way, but he throws an absolute dart out there. We're going to get a big gain. Start of the second quarter, 3rd down and 6 for the Peteytown Piranhas. And we're going to send Elijah in a little reverse motion. And Byron Talib is dropping back, throwing one, and it's going to be caught by Andre Dimukeji, and he gets it inside their red zone. 3rd down and 2 for the Piranhas just outside their 10. Byron Talib is looking, and he's going to get hit as he throws. Josh Grudadaria is coming out for a 28-yard field goal attempt, and our lefty is going to put this one up. And it is going to go through, so the Peteytown Piranhas are able to chip away at that lead as it's 10-3. After our field goal, the defense gets a stop, so our offense is out here on 2nd down. Dropping back, Byron Talib is going to throw it over to Elijah Addison, who's got some space, and he's going to get it to the 48-yard line. Out to Nick Marler, and he's going to get around the edge, and he's going to get it to the 41-yard line on their side. Byron Talib taking this one, and they run right past him as Byron Talib is going to use his speed to get to the 21. 3rd down and 11 for the Piranhas. Empty formation for Byron. He's going to drop back. He's going to throw it, and it's going to be incomplete. He had Nick Raves streaking towards the end zone, just overthrew him. Joshua Grudadaria is going to come out here, and he is going to put another field goal through. That's going to make it a 10-6 gain. And we're going to get in there for the sack as Andre Okoye takes advantage of the delay on the play action, and we're going to push him way back. 3rd down and 11 for the Razorbacks with 3 minutes left in the first half, and they are going to send a man in motion. And we are going to drop back, and he's looking for something, and he's going to try to scramble for it, and Ross Moore is going to bring him down before he can get to the first down marker. And Byron Talib just has no time as Arkansas sent a well-timed blitz to knock us back on the sack. 3rd down and 13, Byron Talib looking for something. He's going to throw this one, and it is going to be knocked away by Arkansas. Our defense gives our offense a chance with just over a minute left after getting Arkansas off the field on a 3-and-out. We're throwing it outside the numbers, and we're going to get Keyshawn Jasso on a nice gain. Byron Talib throwing over the middle, trying to hit Dwayne Mentor, but Arkansas was standing right there to make the interception. The second of the game for Byron, and they are going to be threatening now in a position to put some more points on the board before the end of the half. 3rd down and 3, we send a big blitz, and it's going to work out as Calvin Session gets back in there for the sack to knock them out of field goal potential range.
Back to throw time running short in the half.
Byron Talib running to the sideline, and he's just going to take off for the first down and just took too much time there. So just not a very good first half for the Peteytown Piranhas as we're trailing 10-6. So hopefully we can get things together and come out with a better effort in the second half. Quick toss, and it's going to be Nick Marler making the catch and getting it to the 36. 3rd down and 4 for the Piranhas, spreading them out here. Byron Talib is going to drop back. He's going to try a deep ball. We got a man, and it's Ahmad Noel, and Ahmad Noel is going to race into the end zone. Just a great job by him separating from Arkansas's DBs there, and we are going to finally take a lead in this game as it's 13-10. After the Ahmad Noel touchdown, both defenses are trading stops, and we have it here with just under 3 minutes left, and Elijah Addison is going to get around the edge on the stretch play. Over the middle, Byron Talib floats one right into the hands of the Arkansas defender, and they are going to have it in big plus territory here on our own 44. Just inexplicable throw right there from Byron. And Andre Okoye is chasing him down, and Andre Okoye is going to get the sack that we desperately needed there to knock him back on their side of the 50. And that's going to be Andre's 10th sack of the season. 3rd down and 11 for the Razorbacks. And he's going to drop back and throw it out to his man. He breaks a tackle, but Andy Wilkins brings him down. 4th down and 2. They're out here in a power I formation. They're going to run out of it, and we meet him in the hole, and he's got nowhere to go as the defense comes up with a huge stop. Our offense stalled out on the last drive, and it's 2nd down and 6 for Arkansas. And they're motioning the man out, and he is going to throw a quick one, and it is intercepted by the Peteytown Piranhas. Carlos Sexton just stuck his hands out in front of the receiver and got the interception, and we are set up very well, already in their red zone on the 16-yard line. Talib throwing to Theo Storm, and he accelerates past a man for 9 yards. Theo Storm getting a carry here, and he's going to drag a man for the 1st down. RPO, and it's going to be the quick strike to Nick Marler as they left him open, and the Peteytown Piranhas are going to get a little bit of a cushion now, 20-10, and that interception was absolutely huge for us, and it's going to give us this lead, and Nick Marler just making plays out there, getting into the end zone. Touch pass from Arkansas. They're going to get around the edge after some nice blocks. He is running down the sideline and eventually run down by Jaden Morrison, but not after a huge play. And we are going to get a sack with Charlie Cahill, our 4th sack of the ball game, and that's going to make it a 3rd and long. 3rd down and 10 for Arkansas, and they are on our 35-yard line. He's going to drop back. We send a big blitz. He gets it out quickly, and he's going to break Jadarius Fattencoon's tackle. He's got room in front of him, and he is going to score. So our defense gambled on a blitz there, hoping our guy can make the tackle, but when you don't make the tackle after a big blitz like that, it's going to spell trouble, and Arkansas is able to score the long touchdown out of that. Byron Talib throws the slant off the RPO into a wide-open Andre Dimukechi. Byron Talib taking this one and running it up the middle, taking on a hit and getting the 1st down. Just on their side of the 50, it's 3rd down and 7 for the Piranhas with just under 3 minutes left to go in the ball game. And Byron Talib is going to let that clock run down a little bit here. Now Elijah Addison's doing a motion, and it's going to be delay of game because fun times, I guess. Just lack of awareness, you could say, if you want to say that, but also college football 26 being a fun game sometimes. So that bad penalty is going to knock us back to 3rd and 12. Byron Talib standing in the pocket. He's going to throw it to Theo Storm, and he is going to make the catch and get it to the 32-yard line, and Arkansas is going to start using some timeouts. Off the RPO, it's going to be a slant, and it's caught by Dwayne Mentor. Talib throws the slant, and it's going to be a 8-yard gain for Dwayne Mentor. Nick Marler getting this catch, and he's going to have the 1st down pretty easily. Arkansas has used all of their timeouts, but the math isn't quite mathing, so we got to run a play here. Elijah Addison getting it, and they're going to bring him down behind the line. Third down and goal for the Peteytown Piranhas from the 9-yard line. Byron Talib is dropping back. He's going to float one out there, and it is going to be caught for a touchdown by Ahmad Noel. So the injury timeout, we were kind of just looking to see if we can run out the clock here, but the injury timeout stopped the clock, and so we're going to take advantage of that to add a little bit more to this lead, as Byron Talib just trusted Ahmad Noel to go up and catch it, and Ahmad rewarded that faith, and we're going to go up 27-17. Throwing it short, and he's going to get a little chunk, but there is a fumble, and it's picked up by Jaden Morrison. Jaden Morrison is going to return this one all the way back for a touchdown by the Peteytown Piranhas. See if they review it, but my guess is that there won't be a review because sometimes it just doesn't happen that way on College Football 26. But if that stands, it's going to extend this lead and make this game look a lot less competitive than it was. And there will be no challenge, as Josh Grudadaria is just going to put through the extra point to make it 34-17. And Sean Leonhardt and friends are going to get in for the sack. Carlos Sexton in there as well.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down.
Over the middle, and it is going to be intercepted by the Peteytown Piranhas. Zach Fowler making the pick there, and that will officially close this game. It was already decided, but that'll just be the exclamation point on top of this one, as we can just kneel it out. So the 34-17 victory belongs to the Peteytown Piranhas, and it was not a pretty game. It was ugly, you could say, and you know, it's still going to result in a nice win for us. Definitely, like I said during the game, was not as lopsided as the score is going to indicate here. Just some freak things happening at the end there to make the score extend like that, but I will take the win. We will take the win and move on for this season, but a lot of things to look at after this one. We outgained Arkansas 438-291, while we had 82 yards rushing to their 11. In the passing game, we had 356 yards to their 280, while they were 3 of 12 on third down, and we were 8 of 13. Sloppy game on both sides, as each team had 3 turnovers. Byron Talib with about as much of a roller coaster game as you can have, as he had 356 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 3 interceptions, and he was sacked once. Byron Talib was also our leading rusher in the game, as he had 7 carries for 34 yards. Dwayne Mentor was making some nice plays out there for us, as he had 11 catches for 107 yards. And Ahmad Noel was huge in this one, as he had 2 for 66, and both catches going for touchdowns. And Andre Dimukeji having 5 for 49, and Nick Marler 11 for 49 and a touchdown. 3 guys leading us with 9 tackles in this one, with Jaden Morrison, Sean Leonhardt, and Andy Wilkins. Andre Okoye with another 2-sack game, and Charlie Cahill getting 1.5, and Calvin Session getting 1. Then half a sack each for Sean Leonhardt, Carlos Sexton, and Trey Rizzo. A couple of interceptions here for the Piranhas, as Carlos Sexton got his, and it was huge for us as it was in their territory, allowing us to score after that. And then Zach Fowler closing the game with his. Zach Fowler playing a role in 2 turnovers today, as he also had the forced fumble, and it was recovered by Jaden Morrison, who returned that for a touchdown. Josh Grudadaria hitting both of his field goals today with a long of 39. That margin against Arkansas helped us secure Mike linebacker Deontay Apple. Eric Heggie also wants to join the show as a left guard. Unfortunately, Pitt had a successful visit week for Wade Pound, so we lost out. Defensive tackle Don Rich is currently favoring Alabama and Miami over us, but we got him on a Week 12 visit against Tennessee. We also have his hard sell. While searching for some more prospects to add to the team, we found a gem with right edge speed rusher Emmanuel Agood. Currently he's in 3rd place for us, but we have him on a Week 12 visit. We have his hard sell, which has 2 A+ grades and an A grade, so happy about that. And the visit we have him on is going to be complimentary with Don, so hopefully they can boost each other. Mississippi State is now awaiting us with their struggling 1-8 record and 72 team overall, and we're going to have to travel to the land of the cowbells.
Physicality,
Play action, and they're going to actually an RPO slant that they're going to get out there for the first down. Another RPO, this time a bubble screen, and he blows past Jaden Morrison for the first down. And they're going to throw it outside, and we tipped it, but it went right into his hands, and that's going to be another first down for Mississippi State. 3rd down and 3 for Mississippi State. Looking over the middle, he's got all the space he could need to get the first down. To the outside, their running back has a lot of space, and he's going to get it all the way inside our 5-yard line. And around the edge comes Andre Okoye, and he's joined by Charlie Cahill and Lee Pisagnan around the ball there too, knocking him back very nicely. 3rd down and goal for the Bulldogs, just outside the 10-yard line. And he is going to drop back, looking, and he's going to fire to the side, and he's going to make the catch with 2 guys over there. And an impressive drive for Mississippi State to open this ball game. They're going to go up 7-0. Byron Talib throwing it out, and it's going to be caught and advanced by Dwayne Mentor, it looks like. Theo Storm getting a lot of room to run here, and he's going to get 9 yards. Nick Marler left open, and he's going to get it past their 50. 3rd down and 8 for the Piranhas. And we are going to have 3 guys to the right. Byron Talib looking. He's going to fire one over the middle, and it's caught by Andre Dimukeji, who breaks off a tackle and gets it to the 30. Play action, Byron Talib. He's going to throw it. It's going to be Theo Storm, and he's got a runway to the end zone as Theo Storm is going to tie up this ball game 7-7. And it's going to be intercepted. He tried to throw it quick on off the RPO on a hitch route, and Zach Fowler just jumped it and got the interception, and we're going to be set up on their side of the 50 at the 28-yard line. Byron is going to throw a little in route for Dwayne Mentor for 9 yards. Bubble screen, and they're leaving it wide open, and we're going to get the first down with Dwayne Mentor. 3rd down and 6 for the Piranhas. Byron Talib throwing one, and it's going to be Dwayne Mentor making the catch to get to the 2. Byron Talib throwing an RPO slant, and Nick Rabe is there for the catch, and he is in the end zone to take the 14-7 lead, courtesy of that Zach Fowler interception. Sending a blitz are the Piranhas, and it's going to get home as our guy, I believe it's Ben Schroeder, is going to make that sack for an 8-yard loss on the Bulldogs. 3rd down and 18 for Mississippi State. They're going to get one last play off here, and he is going to scramble for it, and he's going to slide down safely way far from the sticks. Bubble, and it's going to be Dwayne Mentor with a lot of space there. He also gets a little block downfield as well, and Dwayne Mentor is in the end zone for the Peteytown Piranhas. Love when you can just throw it short and your guy has enough space out there to make a play. And the Peteytown Piranhas are going to go up 21-7. After our quick touchdown strike, the defense gets a 3-and-out on Mississippi State, so we're back out here on offense, getting dragged down for a loss. Talib throws a quick one, and Andre Dimukeji is going to make the catch for 11 yards. Throwing it outside, and it's going to be in the sure hands of Dwayne Mentor. Elijah Addison getting through there, and we finally make a little hole for the running game for a nice chunk. Elijah Addison going around the edge, and he has a little burst of acceleration and a juke move to get it to the 13-yard line. Holding puts us back at 2nd and 13, and we're going to try a stretch with Elijah Addison. The blocks line up, and Elijah Addison has plenty of space to get into the end zone, and the Peteytown Piranhas are really putting together a nice offensive performance so far, as it's 28-7. Mississippi State's going to throw a nice pattern there, and he's going to get it all the way to the 50-yard line. And we are going to get a sack with Ross Moore, as that was a long developing play, and Ross took advantage of it to knock him back. 3rd down and 18 for the Bulldogs. And they are spreading us out, and we are sending a blitz. He throws over the middle to an open man, but it's not going to be enough. Theo Storm's got some room to work with up the middle, and he's going to get 9 yards. Bubble screen, and it's going to work out beautifully for Dwayne Mentor, as he's going to get a nice chunk. Out to Nick Marler. He's got the block on the edge, and he's going to break a tackle and get it to the 42. Underneath, Dwayne Mentor on a nice in route, and he's going to get another 1st down. 3rd down and 6 for the Piranhas as we send Elijah in motion. Byron Talib is throwing it, and he's going to find Andre Dimukeji on the 7-yard line. Byron Talib throwing one over the middle, and it's going to be Dwayne Mentor catching it for the touchdown for the Peteytown Piranhas, and we're going to extend this lead even further at 35-7. And they're going to get a nice out route to get a 1st down. And he's going to break a tackle nicely, actually, to get to the 42. Just on our side of the 50, it's 3rd down and 1 for the Bulldogs. And he's going to throw one quickly, and it's over our defenders, and it's going to get to the 24-yard line. 3rd and 10 for Mississippi State. And he is going to get sacked, and the ball is loose, and it is recovered by Mississippi State, so can't force the turnover there. Field goal attempt for Mississippi State. And he is going to put this one up, and it is good. So Mississippi State, after giving up 35 straight points to us, add a field goal, and that's going to make it 35-10. Opening up the second half on offense, we're on a 3rd down and 7. Byron Talib dropping back, and he is going to scramble for it. He's going to get the 1st down by a mile and get it to the 39. Off the slant, Nick Rabe is going to separate a little bit there and get it to the 42. 3rd down and 5 for the Peteytown Piranhas. A little tight formation here. Byron is going to drop back, throw it over the middle, and it's caught by Dwayne Mentor, and they're going to give him the forward progress for the 1st down. A couple runs only get us 3 yards, as it's 3rd down and 7 for the Piranhas. Byron Talib is going to take this one, and he's going to float one out there, and it's going to be caught, and it's going to be Andre Dimukeji getting it inside their 10. Mississippi State is offsides at the top of the screen for fun times, and he's going to fix himself and get back on sides, but that's not going to matter, as our guy Nick Marler is going to be open, and he's in the end zone to make it 42-10. And with it being what it is here with the score, just going to see if there's any highlights from the starters for the rest of the quarter, and then hopefully the margin's good enough where we can bring the backups in. And here's going to be a sack for the Piranhas, and it's going to be scooped up by Andre Okoye, and Andre is going to bring that one all the way back for a touchdown. Nice job by the Peteytown Piranhas. We'll see who was the one that forced that fumble. Couldn't quite tell, but nice play by our defense. It was Charlie Cahill getting in there for the strip sack, so nice job by Charlie. Backups came in and added some more to this one as we finished off a 59-10 blowout victory over Mississippi State. Just a lot of things working in this game. Our pass defense, a little leaky, but everything else, I thought the Peteytown Piranhas executed very well. And you look at Lee O'Haleti hitting for a touchdown pass there, and yeah, just a 49-point victory for the Peteytown Piranhas. The Piranhas had 473 yards on offense to Mississippi State's 331. We had 144 yards rushing and a touchdown, while they had -16. They actually outpassed us in this one, as they had 347 to our 329. We were 7 of 8 on 3rd down, while they were 8 of 14. The 2 turnovers in this game belonged to Mississippi State, as we kept it clean. Byron Talib was excellent in this one, as he had 299 yards, 5 touchdowns, and no picks, and he was not sacked. And Leo Haletti came in for 30 yards and a touchdown pass. Jamal Tavares led us in rushing with the backups as he had 8 carries for 58 yards, while Elijah Addison had 7 for 50 and a touchdown. Dwayne Mentor was very good once again as he had 11 catches, 113 yards, and 2 touchdowns, while Andre Dimukeji had 4 for 64, and Theo Storm had 2 for 36 and a touchdown. Nick Rabe 530 and a touchdown. Nick Marler 3 for 27 and a touchdown. And Jamal Tavares had himself a receiving touchdown. Carlos Sexton with 9 tackles and 3 tackles for a loss in this one. 2 more sacks for Andre Okoye, and Charlie Cahill had 1.5, and Ross Moore had 1. Then half a sack each for Ben Schroeder, Enrique Moultrie, Lee Pisagnan, Nick Kurtz, and Vernon Hicks. Zach Fowler had that very nice interception early in this one. 2 forced fumbles on the day as Andre Okoye and Charlie Cahill each had 1, and one of them was picked up by Andre Okoye, which he returned 39 yards for a touchdown. Josh Grudadaria hit his only field goal of the day with a 55-yarder. That'll be all for this episode of the Peteytown Piranhas. In the next episode, we have a really tough end to the season as we got to go at Ohio State, then we're going to host Tennessee, and then we got to travel to Texas. So really got to bring our A game in the next episode. I'll see you guys in the next video.